Hi everybody. I'm just going to talk about how within Obama's presidency from 2009 to 2016, how they scheduled in the nuclear security summits and all of the G7 meetings between the first one 2009 being and the last one being 2016 to the number of his name 216, because Obama is the beast. The movie Pi, Faith and Chaos will tell you all you need to know about a man and about the number 216. So, G7s for starters. The first G7 was in Italy, 2009. Okay, 8th to the 10th of July, 2009. 20 days, 10 months and 6 years on, and we arrive at the last G7 summit of Obama's presidency, 2016, in Japan on the 26th and the 27th of May, 2016 was the last. So 2010-6. Now that is exactly the same if you look at my overall counts from the book of Daniel and Revelation for the tribulation period and the Great Tribulation period. It's 20 days, 10 years, 6 months. The same numbers, 2010-6, but instead of 20 days, 10 years, 10 months and 6 years, the whole of the covenant week and the Great Tribulation is 20 days, 10 years, 6 months. That's extraordinary. Okay, they just play out the numbers. That's all it is. 216 and in its many different configurations. So the G7, I believe now too that the G7 will control the 10 regions of the world coming. And these are the 10 nations that will have 1 hour with the beast. So the world is divided up into 10 regions. You know, and Barry Smith said this when he was alive. Barry Smith, the end times scholar, teacher, who was from New Zealand. He said that the world is divided up in 10 regions, and this was in the 80s or the 90s. So it's been a long time known. The Club of Rome has divided it up into 10 regions. They are responsible, the Club of Rome. So if you do your research on that. And the seven kings will be the G7. That's the way I see it now. That's the way I believe that it's going to go down. And look, the G7, it was even manipulated. 20 days, 10 years, 6 months. 10 months, 6 years, sorry. And okay, so let's look at the other one, the Nuclear Security Summit, which doesn't exist anymore since Trump came in. Well, it's not being continued on because Obama will be known as the man of peace, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, and Trump will be what? Looks like he's already a man of war. Two big bombing episodes in April. Okay, so first National Nuclear Security Summit was in Washington, hosted by none other, Barack Obama. First day was the 12th of April 2010 and was a time period of 20 days, 11 months and 5 years. And the 5 years is 60, the number 60, because it's converted into months. So it's 20, 11, 60. Drop the zeros because they have no value. And you've got a double representation of the 1. So it's 2116. To the last day of the last Nuclear Security Summit. Again, started in Washington, ended in Washington, D.C., hosted by none other than Barack Obama. The fourth summit and the last was April 1st, 2016. Well, so to summarize, 4 nuclear security summits over an 8-year period, while over a 216 time span, all to the number of his name. President Trump will not continue this summit. There was no summit in 2017 in April. And there you go. That's the narrative. And it's all going to end with a big finale very soon, I imagine. North Korea won't go away, and Trump has said what he said. War is coming. Thanks for listening.